Hello all, it's Mike. Been a while, I know. Been under the weather with the flu or whatever this stuff is. Still ain't got my energy back, but I feel a little bit better. But I've already announced it on TikTok, but we're going to be starting a series here soon on my channel. Discovering, not discovering, they've been discovered. But we're going to be looking over some stuff by Enoch, Job, Seth, Noah, Enoch. All these people that existed before there was a quote-unquote Hebrew nation. And we're going to try to understand their relationship with the divine. And we're going to understand why there had to be the nations before there could be a Israel per se. And it's very important. We're going to skip all of these stupid egotistic identification tags of Noahide, Ben Noah, Jewish, Christian, all of these things we're going to do away with, because these are dogmas that are already in place, and right or wrong, I'm not here to discuss that. That's not the topic of this discussion. We're going to look at what happened when Enoch ruled the area as long as he did, and then we're going to look at Job. We're going to look at all of these people and see what they did before, quote unquote, that Torah came along. And that's what we're going to do. And there's a lot of the heroes that the Jewish nation takes as their own, and the Christians take as their own, but really they're heroes of the nations. Job never was a Hebrew. Enoch never was a Hebrew. Abraham was not a Hebrew. All of these people were not a part of the Jewish community of yet, and that's not a negative. It's important to understand that there was a role for the nations way before the Torah came along. And I believe in the times that we're living in and the things that's going on in this world that we're living in, we can see that somehow it's got to turn around. Things are going crazy. There's hatred. There's biased hatred everywhere. No more charity out there. There's nothing that I believe the divine originally created for all of us to do that is not being done now. So look for that starting this week sometime. And like I said, we're going to be using the words of Enoch from Jasher and Jubilees. We're going to be looking at Noah. We're going to be looking at all these people and see the example. And don't get hung up on if these people lived or not. It doesn't matter. The example of what they're saying is what matters more than anything else. Nobody can prove Noah lived. Nobody can prove Enoch lived. Nobody can prove the books. But we can take the light from the darkness and try to elevate the nations as we the Jews have a job of elevating the Jews. The nations have a job of elevating the nations. And this is not a negative. It's going to sound negative. But we don't need the Jewish rabbis involved with the teachings of the nations. Yes, they can help. But we need the righteous of the nations to stand up and start pointing the way. And I think you'll see as each one starts working on each one of their camps, the better things will be. We're also going to look at some stuff from the Colburn Bible. We're going to be looking at stuff from everywhere. But it's not going to be to tear down, destroy. It's not going to be to punch people. We're here to elevate. So it's something you look forward to. Keep an eye out soon. And this week we'll start with our first video. Thank you so much.